Last week at Barber, Aiden Meta put one hand on the trophy, going 6 for 6 in race wins and elevating himself further towards the championship. Brandon Lambert is only 3 points behind, and the mission is simple: finish in front of the other driver. The point situation is just as easy in the AM class, yet also just as stressful. Raymond Rodriguez and Scott Lindgren are locked in a battle with a similar situation. We crown inaugural Porsche Cup champions at a circuit that is known for unpredictability. We go green in Brazil. Next. Our venue this evening is the virtual Autodromo Jose Carlos Pache, better known as Interlagos. Built in 1940 and located just outside Sao Paulo, this 2.68-mile, 15-turn circuit is a roller coaster of elevation and emotion. Long straights, fast corners, and unpredictable weather means that Interlagos demands total precision, from the first lap to the last. The format for the SimCAR Porsche Cup is as follows. We have just started our 10-minute qualifying session, and that will set the grid for our 45-minute race this evening. As the inaugural season of the SimCAR Porsche Cup concludes tonight live on ASN TV, with Bryan Sawyer in the production truck and also next to me in the commentary box, Ray Kingsbury's here in spirit. My name is Josh Mertz as we welcome you to Sao Paulo, Brazil. The SimCAR Porsche Cup on ASN TV brought to you all season by Penguin RC Simulation. Trusted by racers for their unbeatable support, rock-solid product guarantees, and high-performance sim gear. When you want equipment you can rely on lap after lap, Penguin RC Simulation delivers every time, and is proud to present the Penguin RC Simulation Drivers' Championship. By Lambert Designs, the official graphics partner for SimCAR. From promotional materials to custom paint liveries, Lambert Designs has it all. For more information, join the NASA Discord and contact Brandon Lambert. And finally, by Whiplash SimCams. Bringing you every angle, every lap, no matter the track, car, or series. Visit facebook.com/WSimCams. And thank you to Andrew Cardinale IV for camera support all season. Mr. Sawyer, we roll in Interlagos, one of your favorite tracks. Winner take all in both classes. Qualifying has begun. How are you and what are we thinking?
Hey Josh, excited to be here. Not on the track this week, that's okay. It's still one of my favorite tracks to watch a race at. Gonna be a lot of fun. We have so many tight point battles coming into this evening. It's like every other position they are fighting for that spot tonight. So it's going to be a lot of fun seeing where drivers take the risks to make what they want to happen.
We'll take a look at the championship permutations after this qualifying session. A thing that is, I am just noticing, we've got a train down the front straightaway. Aiden Meta has already given up his first lap in the 9:21 championship leader, Scott Lindgren, behind Melanie Prue. So he will get the slipstream, but Prue spins out of the Senna S. So all of that is for naught for Scott Lindgren. This gives, well, I thought Brandon Lambert had the slipstream. He did not. Brian Sohn has spun in turn 1. It's not even raining, Brian, and we've got cars spinning all over the place already.
Yeah, it's very hard track. I feel like it's a continuous downhill track, right until you come to the last 2 turns and you start going back uphill. You cross that start-finish line, you come down turn 1, you got to be easy on the brakes pretty much the whole way down. The Senna turn, you're downhill, it gets a little slippy if you're a little too hard, and then pretty much it's that way the rest of the evening.
As Brandon Lambert crashed behind Scott Lindgren on his lap, he had just exited the pit lane. He hit the curbs and backed it into the wall. So this first qualifying lap for a couple guys at the top of the table, all for naught. I mean, you get unlimited laps in this. It's 10 minutes. We'll just have to see how it rolls. Scott Lindgren and Tucker Lindgren, first and second on the track in qualifying. Matt Kingsbury. Aiden Meta has stopped to let Peter Muller, his teammate, by. Maybe he'll get some slipstream off of the 972, but lap times will now funnel in here at Interlagos. In the first, across the timing stripe, Scott Lindgren battling for the AM Class Championship, 133.884. Tucker Lindgren following Dad across the line. His first lap does not count. Matt Kingsbury, 34.1. Peter Muller, 33.3. Aiden Meta, that lap does count, but it also doesn't count. 143.1. Darius Tim's first lap doesn't count. Raymond Rodriguez to second. The AM-class points leader, the Puerto Rican, at a 33.866. Tony Flores to second, 33.805. Boland, 33.915. Prue's lap obviously doesn't count, nor does Warwick, nor does Sohn. Easy for me to say. Lambert as well. Clinton Funk across the line, 136.192. He goes to seventh. Alex Funk, I stand corrected. Clinton is his middle name. It's going to throw me off. Apologies there.
I know,
So
he told me he's changing his name. He wanted to see who was like, who's this guy?
I forgot. He told me. We were on Discord. It was like midnight a couple weeks ago, and he told me the story. I forgot. I'm surprised myself. So many points battles coming into Interlagos like we talked about. We'll look at those in warm-up. This season as a whole has been phenomenal. Phenomenal racing. Tony Flores has crashed on his qualifying lap. He was in front of Kevin Boland. Not sure what happened there to the 7. Nobody else had issues. Aside from Flores, he ran it wide, exiting turn 9. Hopped the curb, off he went. Muller crosses the line up front. Let's see what he will run in the 972. Tucker Lindgren to second at a 33.6. Peter Muller, 32.8. He improves. Fastest of all in qualifying. Aiden Meta to second, 33.1 for the championship leader. Raymond Rodriguez to fifth. Where is Brandon Lambert? Let's take a look at the second place man in points. Crossing the start-finish line now to end his second lap. 134.189. He goes to ninth. One car around in front of him, it was Matthew Warwick in the 47. He's back going. Clinton Funk crosses the line. The second lap does not count for him. Matt Mosby in the 35 is next up for Kieran Lifflander Racing. Down the front straightaway and across the line for the 35. He's sitting 10th right now out of the 15 cars. Will he improve? It doesn't count for the 35. I'm anxious to see what will happen today in Interlagos. Not expecting any rain on this track for the entire event. It's about 73, 74 degrees. A beautiful day for racing.
With the Brazilian-themed paint job.
It's a beautiful, beautiful livery. 80-degree track temps. So if that's correct, it's a cold track.
Yeah, it's cold.
Here in Brazil. That's interesting. We normally have a very, very warm track. And Aiden Meta looking for 0.3 of a second. Scott Lindgren to second. And Meta crosses the line. Will he improve? The third lap doesn't count. Peter Muller has gone quicker at a 132.712 for the 972. Interesting to see. Brandon Lambert is ninth. Kevin Boland to third. Meta's fourth. In relation to the AM-class battle, Raymond Rodriguez is seventh. Scott Lindgren is second. Lambert to third, faster than Meta. In the 921 is the 46. Phenomenal stuff. In qualifying, one car around. Peter Muller in front of Meta. This lap is going to be ruined by that slight lift. Did he touch the brakes? He didn't, but he lifted. We'll have to keep an eye on him, of course, as he finishes this lap. We've got 2.5 minutes left in this final qualifying session, Brian, and anything can happen still.
Got a couple drivers that seem like they're a little out of place. Raymond Rodriguez, Tony Flores. See if they can pop up at all.
It's 15 cars
down
in this
at 8th.
field.
I feel like he could pop up a little higher.
Finishing a lap will be Tony Flores in the 7. He currently ran. His fastest was a 133.805. Will this third lap count for him crossing the line? 134.7. It does, but it's slower. Scott Lindgren crosses the line. 133.4. Does not match his lap time. Tucker Lindgren, 33.0. Matt Kingsbury, 33.2. Tucker goes to second. Where is Meta? 132.599! Even with lifting for his teammate, he goes to the top of the board. That was not expected, Brian. I thought he threw it away. I stand corrected.
Some of the turns on this track you want to be a little extra slow in, so really just kind of carry the momentum without pushing the car too hard. A little too hard, you'll run a little wider than you want to.
As in front of him, Scott Lindgren has spun in front of Meta. Scott is off the road. So where's Raymond Rodriguez in this? Let's try and find the Puerto Rican. We've got Timms and Boland racing behind him in qualifying, and they touch! Woo-hoo! In qualifying, and Boland not happy about that.
That's a real easy way to not have your lap count, just waste a minute and a half. You only got 10 minutes, so...
55 seconds. Flying laps will count, but you have to get to the line before time expires. And now...
I think most of the drivers will, Josh.
Peter Muller looking for a tenth of a second, but I don't think he's not on track. So Peter Muller has given up the ghost for pole position. But he's in the best place. He's teammates with Meta. He's here on a one-off. He only appeared a couple times at the beginning of this season, so he's the rear gunner for Meta tonight. Tony Flores to ninth. We focus on Raymond Rodriguez. He will finish his 5th lap. He'll get one last lap. Will the Puerto Rican improve? He is a second down on Meta's time at the top of the board. Speaking of, Meta has gone quicker in the 921. Crossing the line, 133.623. He matches his lap time, Bryan. Down in 10th. Boland, Timms, those laps don't count. Warwis, Prue ran a 34.2. Flying laps will count as the checkered flag flies here in qualifying. Clinton Funk in the 122 will be first up to finish his lap. He's sitting 14th, 135.475. What will he run? It does not count for him. Back to Tony Flores. Aiden Meta is still pushing as if someone is going to beat his lap time. Through the final couple of corners, where if you remember back in 2008, is that Glock? It in fact was Glock. And Lewis Hamilton took that championship in the final corner. Flores bounces over the curbs and now back up the hill. Through 14, through 15, where Paul DiResta had that massive crash in 2012 to end that race. And does Flores give it up? Yes, no. He's making me look like I don't know what I'm doing. Look into the pit lane entry, 33.4 for Flores.
We're going to have a lot of drivers doing that this evening. That is pretty much the quickest line around the track.
Across the line, he's improved again. 33.3, or 32.3 rather, for Meta. Will Rodriguez improve from 10th? He ran a 33.6 the last time around. He gains half a second. Move him to 6th. Is the points leader in the AM class. Matthew Warwis, 34.3. He goes to 14th. And that, Mr. Sawyer, has concluded our final qualifying session of the season.
Yeah, pretty exciting one. Aiden Meta, Peter Muller, Tucker Lindgren, Brandon Lambert, Scott Lindgren, Ray Rodriguez, Kevin Boland, Matt Mosby, Matt Kingsbury, Tony Flores, Bryan Sohn, Darius Timms.
And I was going to pick you up on the rest of the results, but it's broken. It kicked us forward in the session, I think, Mr. Sawyer.
That is what happened.
Let's take a look at the championships coming in, both AM and overall, and the teams. All yours.
Sure thing. So, coming into this evening, a lot of close points battles. We'll look at the overall classifications to start. Aiden Meta and Brandon Lambert are battling this evening for the overall win for the season. 180th to Aiden, 177th to Brandon Lambert. Matt Mosby and Matt Kingsbury battling for third, 156 to 153. Ray Rodriguez and Scott Lindgren battling for 5th, 145 to 143. Out of order for some reason. Good job, me. Oh, no, it doesn't. I can't count.
You don't know how to read.
I can't count. I can't read, can't count. It's a slow. Anthony Flores and Tucker Lindgren battling for 7th, 97 and 85. Darius Timms and Kevin Boland in the top 10. Going over to the AM standings. Ray Rodriguez and Scott Lindgren still battling for the top there, 222 to 217. Bryan Sohn and Lindgren for third, 147 to 143. Matthew Warwis and Marwan Mafta, 138 and 131. Alexander Funk, Josh Sussy, 123 and 122. That's really close. And Melanie Prowl and Daniel Coletta, 105 to 102. Over in teams, KLR Pink Fury 318. I think they're going to be pretty hard to catch. They got 4 members of that team, and most of them are here this evening. Penguin RC Simulation in P2 281. Silverback Racing 268. Lime Tree Racing, Team Alta, Moist, Shift E Racing, Solpec Precision Racing, Quaka Racing, and TWRS. No manufacturer standings. I almost hit that button.
It's Porsche beating Porsche, and then Porsche is beating Porsche.
Exactly.
In that one. Let's pivot to our upcoming programming on ASN TV, Mr. Sawyer. You're giving me a wonderful time to have a break. Let's take a look at our upcoming streams. You're muted again.
All right.
Oh, no, now you're not.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
All right. SimCAR Porsche Cup Series is finishing up tonight at Interlagos. This Sunday, we finish up the June series of Hell, or of Sunday Night Lights at Hell, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for that one. Then Tuesday, NASA Pro 4 Challenge comes back, 9 p.m. Eastern for that at Wild West. Wild West. Another Sunday Night Lights, and then Cross Car Masters returns on the 7th.
So excited. If you like what you are seeing and what you will be seeing, be sure to like and subscribe to ASN TV, no matter the algorithmic poison at ASN TV USA, except for Twitter. Still have yet to go to war with Elon Musk on that one. We have Threads. I don't know if Bryan's factored it into the graphics, but we have a Threads account for the whopping -5 people that probably use Threads. If you'd like your content broadcasted or you'd like to join the team, you can contact us at asnTVUSA.com. And if you'd like to join the madness, we have something for everyone at NASA Sim Racing. Next, Tuesday, it is going to be 14 years. The 1st of July. I cannot believe that one, but we've got Stage Rally, Cross Car, Pro 4, Rally Cross, with the supercars, with the lights. I don't even remember what else NASA has, and I've run the whole show, and SimCAR has Grand Am and the Porsche Cup. If you've got an idea, bring it to us, or mainly to Bryan, and then he'll ask me if it's a good idea. NASASimRacing.com. Over 730 people in our
I don't
Discord.
think I ask at this point. I just think we do things.
I think you called
Josh,
me
we're
once.
doing this.
I remember, it's a soapbox in the last 30 seconds. I was downstate for work when I was opening the other office, so you called me at like 10 a.m. and you started talking to me about the light stuff, and I said, Bryan, just do what you want. I know that you're going to do the right thing, so just bring Bryan an idea. We'll get it rolling. We're always looking to have some fun here on iRacing with SimCAR and with NASA. And just one more promo. It's just a reminder, ASN TV and North American Simulated Auto Racing will be on site for the Sim Gaming Expo in 2026, Schaumburg, Illinois, September 18th through the 20th at the Schaumburg Convention Center right off of I-88. Super excited to have the team there and have NASA there as well. For all information, simgamingexpo.com. As we begin to grid for the finale here, well, it hasn't kicked forward yet. That's on me. Once it kicks forward, our grid, Aiden Meta, Peter Muller, Tucker Lindgren, Brandon Lambert, Scott, Raymond Rodriguez. I'm never not going to laugh at that. Kevin Boland, Matt Mosby, Matt Kingsbury, Tony Flores through 10th, Brian Sohn, Darius Timms, Melanie Prue, Matthew Orwis, and Clinton Funk.
He's an incident maxer. That's fun.
I didn't see that one. Melanie,
Incident maxer Prue.
And
That's awesome.
Alex,
That's awesome.
I did not see. Clinton Funk is no longer Clinton Funk. It's just Alex. Before we get rolling, I'd ask you for a prediction, Bryan, but, I mean, we just have to obviously observe and just wait until the checkered flag falls, because I don't think I can predict anything. I don't know about you.
I mean, based on practice, and I might run away with this race.
As 15 cars getting set to go, they were talking about the start procedure over the radio. 15 cars, 45 minutes. It has been so much fun this season for the SimCAR Porsche Cup. They did something a little different. They normally do the Grand Am with the prototypes in the GT3s. Changed it all up to this. It has been phenomenal racing. The field has ebbed and flowed throughout the season, but it has been a lot of fun to cover. SimCAR will be off for a little bit of time. I think they're taking about a month off, and then we'll be back next season for Grand Am. As our 15 cars will be set to roll. We unofficially, when they cross the line, we'll call some unofficial champions, but don't take it with 100% certainty, as we'll have to wait until it gets finalized. It'll have a couple minutes. We'll have a chat with our champions, and then we will be finishing up. But there's a long way until then. 45 minutes of racing. And whether it's the real world Mr. Sawyer, or whether it's virtual, or whatever it may be, Interlagos always produces an amazing race.
I have some of my most fun driving here. I was telling Ray right before this race, it's second to me only to Road Atlanta.
As really second to Road Atlanta. I could see that. Both circuits amazing here in Brazil and in Brazelton, Georgia. Safety car will head to the pit lane. The field will be in the hands of Aiden Meta and Peter Muller at the sharp end of the field. It's essentially a winner-take-all, but who knows what will happen. Thanks so much for joining us this season, the inaugural season of the SimCAR Porsche Cup on ASN TV, as we get set to crown 2 champions in Interlagos. Green flag in Brazil. Muller misses the start compared to his teammate, but Lambert right behind him. Here comes Rodriguez as well. Lindgren sleeping on the start, and Rodriguez to the inside. Thought about it on Muller and did not take that opportunity. They're side by side for second. Clearing him is Lambert ahead of Muller. They nearly touch. And now those two at the sharp end of the field. Rodriguez has a couple cars between him, one around in the back, and it's Bryan Sohn in the 03, Kevin Boland in the 49. Where's Scott Lindgren? Lindgren's buried in the pack, dropped from 5th. Down to 10th, side by side with Kingsbury and Flores. Kingsbury gets by Flores, and now Rodriguez with Muller. Rodriguez passes Muller, put him to 3rd. Here comes Mosby in the 35, up the hill to the winding turn 4. Off camber, tricky to get right. Meta leads. Lambert, Rodriguez, Muller, Mosby, the top 5. Lindgren, Kingsbury, Flores, Timms, Lindgren, and Prue through the 11th position. Boland is off the road with the meatball flag, black flag with the orange disc to the pit lane. Bryan Sohn is continuing. 1 car out already. And now Lambert, has he shifted already into this tire-preserving mode like he did last week in Barber? Following Meta in the 921. Now this makes an interesting bit of storyline to think about points. Like we talked about unofficially, we would say Aiden Meta would win the championship if it ended right now, but with the drop weeks, Bryan, and with Aiden missing 3 weeks, it's going to be interesting to see how that affects it. Lambert would almost be incentivized just to sit second. Yeah,
I'm not sure. I mean, you want the win. You want that confirmation that, hey, I got the win. I got this. But you don't want to be playing drop week math. I haven't looked at any of the drop week math. So
just have to wait and see how
we'll have to see.
Comes out.
Oh, I kind of want to go back. We have a minute here. Whoa, these 2 cars way in the back, way off the track. I want to take a look, though, back at what happened to Kevin Boland and Bryan. So
go ahead. Take us back. I'll keep an eye on live pictures.
Kevin Boland, the purple car, you see him get hit there. He comes back on the track. It's not like he could have done much, but he was fine. He didn't cause an issue. Bryan Sohn, I think, just lost it seeing that incident. Kind of spun sympathy, got hit. His car's okay. Well, relatively okay.
Relatively okay compared to sitting in the pits. That's for sure.
Yeah.
As Aiden Meta leads by 1 3/4 seconds over Brandon Lambert. Raymond Rodriguez hanging to the rear wing of the 46. Peter Muller 4th. Matt Mosby in 5th. Scott Lindgren buried in traffic in the 10th position in car number 3.
What happened to him?
I will roll it back and take
start?
a look. I think it was just a bad start. He got caught in traffic. Let's do this. Oh, no, what happened? Because when Tucker kind of missed the start, and Scott also didn't go. I think he anticipated absolute calamity as he was going 50 miles an hour, and Aiden dropped the hammer, left, and Scott just didn't go.
Yeah, I mean, that's a big gamble. Thinking, hey, maybe Maybe they're all going to crash going down the hill on turn 1. I mean, rough. Kevin Bowling coming back onto the track. Right with everybody.
Oh, so he did get his meatball flat. He got the toe, got the fast repair, and he is back rolling again. Gap is over 2 seconds now from Meta to Lambert, and he was half a second faster that last time around. I have no doubts that unless something goes wrong, Aiden Meta will win this race, and I say that from last week. He pulled out to a lead, pushed the car just for fun. I talked to him in the Discord last week. I said, you were blowing me away with how you were dancing the car over the curbs. He's like, yeah, that's fine. We're just driving. We're having a fun time. I thought to myself, you are out and away with such a huge lead. Why are you doing that? But I digress. Lambert sits second, where he needs to be. Rodriguez looking good in third. That's 7 seconds off the lead.
These two drivers, they're within 3 points of each other. Eight in meta, 6 entries. Is that 6 wins? 6 podiums?
6 for 6.
6 top
yes.
5s. Yep, so 6 wins. Brandon Lambert, 9 entries, no wins. 5 podiums.
Consistency
3
matters.
points between them. Yep.
It's incredible to me that Aiden Meta has missed 2 races. It'll be 3 races at the end of the night, and he is looking really good for the championship. It's phenomenal, untouchable whenever he shows up, and he had a couple races where he didn't. Missed the first couple races, joined us in Imola, and it's been incredible ever since. On board, Peter Muller, 9.72 behind. Raymond Rodriguez in the 129. Up the hill from turn 5 to turn number 6, Ferradura. Turn 8. One of the calamity corners on this track. The field bunches up. Easy to get wrong. Through 9. Yuko Pato, turn 10.
You
Tony
have
Flores
to be
crashed
so slow into 8 to get a good line for the rest of the S's. I like to call them through here. You really have to capitalize on that entrance.
Down to Junsao, turn number 12, like we talked about, the infamous corner from the World Championship in 2008. Tony Flores and Tucker Lindgren battling for 7th and for 8th. And technically, there's 2 corners. This is 14, and 15 is coming up. Obviously, they're not corners in the eyes of the racing drivers. You're flat-footed, so you just utilize this immensely long straight up the hill, get the slipstream. Here comes Flores, but he ducks out a little bit later than I would have. Battling for the 7th spot, late on the brakes. On the outside is Flores, tries the over-under on Lindgren. They both cars complaining over the curbs, rounding the Senna S, Curva de Sol, through turn 3, down the Retta Aposta. Back straightaway, Flores off the track, but he saves it. Down the straight to turn number 4, Desida del Lago. Turn 4 and 5, where Sebastian Vettel spun at the opening moments of the 2012 race. Those guys do not do that, however, as we have 38 minutes left. Only a few minutes in here, Bryan, and it's already getting furious. Lambert and Rodriguez battling for 2nd.
Yeah, we got a sea of red on our timing tower, which usually you don't see this after about the first 5 minutes of the race. We're pulling closer to 10, and it's still all lit up. Everybody's running real close. Closest thing is it was Tony Flores and Lindgren. They've separated a little bit here, so now it's a battle for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Peter Muller trying to make his way into this battle.
Lambert, Rodriguez, Muller, Mosby, Kingsbury, 2nd through 6th. I'm also keeping an eye on Darius Timms with Tony Flores. He's right behind the 7. And he looked really close as well down the front straightaway. Will we see a move into the Senna S? Aiden Meta continuing to reset fastest lap, as he is out and away now by 4 seconds over Lambert. Muller looks to the inside on Rodriguez. Nothing doing through the Senna S. And the 129 over the curbs. Behaving well, looked a little loose. We've got a cluster in the back of the field. Melanie Prue, Matthew Warwis, the lapped Kevin Boland, 11th, 12th, and 13th. On board Timms in the 31, down to Desida del Lago, all over the rear wing of Tony Flores. Raymond Rodriguez trying to find a way around Flores. Have an issue over the curbs. Loses the spot, loses a second spot to Scott Lindgren.
That was.
He did. He right rear broke out. He tried driving through the drift. He's on the outside now of Lindgren, over under, trying to make the spot back. There it is.
Oh, yeah. Tony Flores just lost that rear tire. Good job holding onto it, though.
Meta has already gapped by half a second over a lap. It's phenomenal to watch that. Scott Lindgren and Clinton Funk, did they come together? No. Clinton spun on his own. What happened? Scott Lindgren. Oh, Scott bumped Darius Timms. He came over the radio, immediately said sorry. The M-Class Challenger now has damage on the front bumper. Clinton Funk spinning. It's easy to do to lose the rear downforce going through turn 5. We've seen it no matter, or turn 6 rather, Ferradura. We've seen it no matter the discipline, open wheel or touring cars, Bryan. Flores to the inside of Scott, into turn 1. Deep on the brakes, they touch! And Scott Lindgren does not need to be battling like that. That wasn't his fault, though. Flores just dove on the inside.
I don't know, Josh. Scott Lindgren needs to get all the way up to 3rd. So he needs to push through every position he can right now.
He can't be spending time battling with Flores in the back of the field. Lindgren goes off again in the 3. No. Extending track limits. You'll get an off track and it'll count up to, I think, 25 incident points. You'll get a drive-through penalty on the outside. Flores of Lindgren side by side. In Ferradura closes the door, takes the spot. Compromises his line. Here comes Flores. They touch! And Lindgren spins! Flores parks it in the middle of the road. Boland off the lead lap, passes all of them. I want to say that's phenomenal sportsmanship, right? But don't park in the middle of the road. What are you doing? Melanie Prue likes this up a couple places.
Matt Mosby very happy about that. Matt Mosby, Kingsbury, Lindgren, Timms, Melanie, all of them. Right on by.
Warwis in the back of this train, and Scott Lindgren in the 3, trying. But I don't want to say it's already fading. Mosby to the inside on Muller. Faked him out, had him defend. I suspect a move down to Desita Del Lago, turn 4. If he can get through the Senna S and Curva de Sol, he'll have the run down the Retta Aposta for sure. 120, he's considerably faster. Slipstreaming down the straightaway, looking drivers left. Muller goes middle of the road. Mosby forces him to the right side of the road, down to the braking zone of turn 4. He takes the spot. Move Mosby to the 4th spot.
That's exactly how you pass on this track, Josh. You can't go. There's really no passing opportunity between 1, 2,
Muller
3, all the
to
way
the inside.
There.
That was not going to work in Ferradura, and Mosby slides out of the way. Saves the car. Mosby not happy.
No. Wouldn't be either.
I agree with your point before they decided to get together.
Make it interesting again?
You have to set up a pass a couple corners beforehand and utilize the straightaways. There's no shocking an opponent, really, at this circuit.
No, yeah. If I know I'm faster than an opponent coming into the beginning of the lap, I want to be about 2 car lengths behind them entering turn 1, and usually can carry the speed, and you're right on their rear bumper entering that rear straightaway. And you'll be able to just do exactly what Mosby did there. Just get on by right by the braking point.
I'm going to break the 4th wall for 2 seconds and bring up something that is happening in Aiden Meta's neck of the woods in Canada. There are severe storms rolling through his area. He posted about it earlier on, had a severe thunderstorm warning, I think, from the local government there, the one that scares you on the TV. So keep an eye on the 921 to see if, of course we never wish this, if there would be a power or equipment failure on the 921. That's the only way that something will change for him, I think. He is gone from Lambert.
I don't know, Josh. I think he can win this race in 30 minutes. He doesn't need 45. He can do all the laps in 30.
I'm mentioning this story, and he can outrun the storm. It doesn't matter that he's not moving in his room. His sim will go so fast. Darrell Waltrip coined the vortex theory. It's going to translate to the real world and make sure the storm doesn't hit his house. Let's get a recap. We're about 15 minutes into this final race of the season. It has been phenomenal already. Bryan Sawyer in the production truck. Ray Kingsbury's here in spirit. My name is Josh Mertz for ASNTV. Aiden Meta leads over Brandon Lambert. If you're just tuning in, it is essentially a winner-take-all in both classes between Aiden Meta and Brandon Lambert, and Raymond Rodriguez and Scott Lindgren. Lambert sits in second. Raymond Rodriguez third, looking good for the Puerto Rican. Peter Muller fourth. Fifth is Matt Kingsbury, Tucker Lindgren, Matt Mosby, Darius Timms, Melanie Prue, and Tony Flores, the top 10. Biggest storyline so far tonight is the contact earlier on. Just a lap ago, Meta resets fastest lap again. He's trying to outrun the storm. Tony Flores and Scott Lindgren came together in turn 5. It turned the 3. It is looking very good if you're a Raymond Rodriguez fan. Very not ideal if you're a Scott Lindgren fan.
That's my friend.
You could be biased for 2 seconds.
Just hold
How
it
you
together,
feeling?
Ray. Just hold it together, Ray. You just got to finish at this point.
It's Aiden Meta, 132.484. Just for context, Brandon Lambert just ran a 133.5. Now, that could be outright pace. That could be Lambert saving tires. We know the old man. I love you, Lambert. The old man from Alabama, been sim racing forever. He knows a thing or two about conserving stuff no matter the discipline. So Lambert knows he's in a comfortable spot. Rodriguez, incredible drive. I need to be biased for 2 seconds for your boy, right? This is more of a conversation between you and I. Ray has been incredible this season, watching him grow, not only rallycross, but the GT cars. It's been awesome to watch.
Yeah, he's been right at me at the top all the time. He won AM last season for Grand Am. I think he's looking like he's winning AM for Porsche Cup. I feel like he's not going to be AM for much longer, Josh.
It's just like Kieran Lifflander is technically an AM driver. Why?
It's like when Evan popped in for one race. They said, oh my God, no, he's not AM. Within 30 seconds of him joining the session. Yeah.
Melanie Prue and Tony Flores battling for the 9th spot. Shout out to Melanie Prue. Got on the podium last week, AM class podium. She has had so much progression in her season in SimCAR. And a lot of the drivers have started to coach her. I take a look constantly. Tony Flores, Matt Kingsbury, speaking of Flores, to the inside of Prue, down to turn number 1, takes the spot on the 12, does the 7. But a lot of drivers have taken her under their wing to teach her and give her more track time. It's awesome to see the community that has been built here at NASA and SimCAR. Let's take, we didn't, actually, this battle's not over. I stand corrected. Prue to the inside, no. Let's ride on board Aiden Meta for a lap. Hopefully nothing goes wrong. If it does, we'll break out of it, but let's just enjoy. Let's call it the champion-elect at his best. I'm a really good journalist, Mr. Sawyer. I had Discord covering the chat. I am so sorry, everybody who has been attempting to interact with us. I'm really good at what I do. Alex is Clinton's middle name. It's not the other way around, so I have been educated on that. That was a lap on board Aiden Meta, and he was actually slower than he has been. He's been resetting fastest lap for, I think, 3 laps in a row. Not anymore. What do we have? Oh, no! Matthew Warwis has crashed hard in the Senna S. Just as I go to look, taking a look off, oh, he clipped the curb, bounced the car, and into the tires he went. And Clinton Funk spun as well. as Bryan so nearly had contact with Matthew Warwis, and that is Warwis. Graphic says Peter Muller. Not entirely sure why. So Muller is safe and sound in the fourth spot. A couple cars in the pit lane, Clinton Funk and Matthew Warwis. As we take lap number 13, 133.262, Bryan. And that is the fastest. No, 133. I don't know how to read. You're giving it to me, not knowing how to read. I thought it was a 132 too. Nope. Muller and Rodriguez. Muller started second off the road through the DRS sign and down the straightaway to Desita del Lago. Still a better run, I would say. Lift and give the spot back. He went off the road to gain that speed boost. Rodriguez holds the third spot. Over the curbs, a little loose there. Everybody else minding their own business through this field. Gap is now 7.5 seconds from Meta to Lambert. As Muller in fourth. Rodriguez in third, leading the AM class. Scott Lindgren buried in traffic in 11th, with Meta and Lambert still at the sharp end of the field. Bryan, I think we're going to do things a little bit differently. We know that they don't pit until a little bit later on, so we are going, actually, just kidding, Matt Kingsbury decides to break me out of my ad break. Oh, he slid on his own for fifth and lost a spot to Tucker and lost a spot to Mosby. In the same corner, because he was battling for the championship last season with Lambert, I think, or Fanning, and had that same issue in the Grand Am race. So now that everything is nice and calm, we're going to do things a little bit different. We're going to step aside a little bit earlier, make sure we're back for pit stops and the closing action here in Interlagos. You won't miss a thing. We'll be right back from Brazil.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Absolutely be doing what he has to do. He has to go for the championship. He has to recover the points that he lost. He's down the race, takes the lead in the 12. What a move. And he takes the lead and holds it.
Side between these two in the terminal. This is going to get spicy.
Over the jump to begin the first lap, clogging the inside line. McFarland contact between them. They are still side by side. This opens the door for Wetz. He can't make anything happen. Over in the 26, he has not won in quite some time. Dragster acing the entry to turn one, up heading to the inside of Magnus, gives him a nudge. Grip strip on the inside, Phil. Wetz had a little bit better run, but looks like he's going with the spot. The SimCAR Porsche Cup on ASN TV, brought to you by Penguin RC Simulation, Lambert Designs, and Whiplash SimCams. As we welcome you back to Interlagos in Brazil, Autodromo Jose Carlos Pache, with Bryan Sawyer in the production truck. Ray Kingsbury's here in spirit. My name is Josh Mertz for ASN TV, the 10th and final round of the SimCAR Porsche Cup in 2026A. It has been eventful throughout our break. We had Peter Muller crash by himself in turn 3. So Aiden Meta no longer has a rear gunner. Ray Kingsbury's no longer here in spirit. And Aiden Meta is still leading this race. It is now by 11 seconds over Brandon Lambert, Mr. Sawyer.
Yeah, he's gone.
Over?
I don't think anything's happened to him either. Yeah, it's over. I mean, the lines he's able to take with these cars too. I mean, I tried in Barber to replicate one of the lines he was doing. I'm just chasing him, and he's just getting further away, and he's just hitting the curbs so hard. And he knows what he's doing. I hit the curbs, my car explodes. I'm like, his car's allowed, my car's not.
I'm gonna say that he would probably feel the same way in the Rallycross, the Beetle Light, that we can shove those cars over the curbs. And I see a lot of those guys come in when they joined us for the Light Series on Sunday, and they were trying to figure it out, and you just drive away from them. It's all about track time, all about experience. Just want to remind everyone, speaking of experience, if you're having a great experience listening to us and watching us, be sure to like and subscribe to the Automotive Sports Network, ASN TV. No matter the algorithmic poison, ASN TV USA. Recently got a Threads account for the whopping 3 people that are on there. And if you'd like to have your content broadcasted, ASNTVUSA.com. If you'd like to race, NASASimRacing.com, whether it's here with our friends in SimCAR for Grand Am or Porsche Cup, or Rallycross, Stage Rally, Cross Car, or the Pro 4 truck, NASASimRacing.com, going on 14 years next Tuesday. Side-by-side action between, who is this?
Peter Muller and
Lindgren. Here's another one where I think it's over, Brian. I hate to say that, right? But Scott Lindgren missed the start, I'm assuming, expecting chaos. The chaos never came. And he's been buried in traffic ever since. Even without the contact from Flores, he would still be 30 seconds off the lead. So let's call it 15 seconds off of Rodriguez to make any difference in the championship.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, 3 points, but yeah, I don't think any drop league shenanigans are going to make that happen.
Rodriguez is doing what he needs to do to win his second consecutive AM Class championship. It is a different series. He's the inaugural Porsche Cup AM Class champion if it holds like this, but he won the AM Class of the Grand Am Series last season. Scott Lindgren, it has gone from bad to worse to the worst it could ever be. He spun at Junsao, essentially the final corner on this circuit. So now he is a minute and 5 behind Meta. Let's just call it 40, 50 seconds behind Raymond Rodriguez. Do you think the pressure got to Lindgren in the 3?
I don't know if the pressure got to him. I think more
On
so
around Matt Kingsbury. Saved it. He comes out in front of Tucker Lindgren. And now they'll be side by side. Up the hill to turn number 10. 1 car behind it's Tim's as well. Let's go back to this battle, Bryan. 3 cars battling for 5th. They touch with Tucker and with Kingsbury. Down the hill to Junsao, turn number 12 on this circuit. He nudges the 997 of Lindgren. Tim's to the inside. No move done yet. I'm expecting an overtake, maybe 2, going into the Senna S up the hill. Kingsbury's the meat in this sandwich. Tim's can get the slipstream off of both of them. Middle of the road goes Lindgren. Going drivers left, utilize the banking. Defend the inside, which he does. Leaves a car width. Kingsbury flicks to the outside, down to the Senna S, who will be later on the brakes. Doesn't clip the grass. Can he close the door? Takes the spot on Tucker Lindgren on the outside in the Senna S. Move Kingsbury back up a place. Scott Lindgren, pressure, you were saying? Blame Matt. As Meta, Lambert, and who was that parked on the road? Was that the pace car? Yeah, it was the pace car. Making me freak out here, Mr. Sawyer.
Yeah, I don't know why it was the pace car, but it decided to.
Lambert second.
Gosh, I'll start
third.
battling the second I try and fix something on my end.
I go off on stories and tangents, and I'm deep into a story, and then they start to have some action, and I don't know what to talk about. Kingsbury 6th, or rather 5th. Lindgren to the inside. Kingsbury closes the door. They touch. Lindgren saves it in the 997. But now he has Tim's all over the rear wing. The Canadian for Shifty Racing, his teammate Melanie Prue in 9th. Good run for these two. 7th and 9th. I remember when they were buried 25 and 30 cars deep at the beginning of the season. So incredible run for them.
Yeah, we still got 15 on the last race, so that's pretty good. Definitely see car count die off. Lindgren going to the pits.
Timms and Lindgren. Lindgren pulling the pin to this. Boland behind Funk down the front straightaway. Boland, this is for position. They are off the lead lap, but this is for this position. This is for 13th. Boland to the outside. These two have history, whether it's NASA or SimCAR. Funk defends the inside. Boland side by side. Had to correct himself mid-corner, and Funk holds the place.
And having to correct yourself on the mid-corner, he's not going to get enough speed to make anything happen on this straightaway. So his next real attempt is going to be maybe turn 9.
Is now at the bottom of the lake. Cita Delago. Both off the road. Last time around, Boland was a second, call it 2 seconds faster than Funk. And Funk has shown some impressive growth as well. Oh. Diving on the outside is Boland, side by side through Ferradura. Up to turn 8. Boland still hanging around the outside. Turn 8, turn 9. Funk, did he push him off the road? There was no contact, I don't think.
No, I think Boland was still.
Boland drove off the road.
Behind Funk, yeah. He heard me. He tried to make it happen in 9, pushed a little too hard.
Nico de Pato, where Alex Albon and Lewis Hamilton came together in 2019. No contact between those two. And down to turn 12 again. Defending the inside is Funk, but that's going to make him hemorrhage time on the exit of turn 12. Side by side between Boland and Funk. If Funk is... I would drop back, give him the spot, and slipstream down the front straightaway. But they are side by side.
Oh.
Now, Boland closes the door. Funk not happy. Will he make a move down to turn one? He dives it in. Does the 122, makes it stick, but Boland takes the spot back. Kingsbury exits the pit lane. And now, is it sayonara for Kevin Boland against Clinton Funk? Kingsbury comes out of the pits right in front of them. Boland to the inside, no. No way you would just send it in on a car out of the pit lane. We're waiting for pit stops for the top end of the field. Boland still chasing down Kingsbury, looking to the inside to Ferragura. No move done. It's Boland now on the outside. Funk enjoying this. The door was wide open and then some, with neon lights telling him to pull to the inside of this corner, and the gap has closed up. Lambert pits in the 46 from second. So the man challenging for the championship, Raymond Rodriguez, pits as well. Boland to the inside of Kingsbury as they continue to battle, and this is not even for position, with Kingsbury still on the lead lap. He sits in the 8th spot. Mosby passes Rodriguez and Lambert as he stays out of the pit lane. Will we see more pit stops? Darius Timms does. Prue follows her teammate. Boland crashed earlier, so he necessarily doesn't have to pit. Lambert over the radio. Did he get a penalty? Not seeing anything. As Boland does pit in the 49. Lambert exits the pit lane. He is in 4th, 35.5 seconds back from Aiden Meta. Prue falls down to 10th. It's Peter Muller. Had the car fixed after his crash. We have one car around. We did. It was Tucker Lindgren. In the 997, he spun on his own through the Senna S, bounced over the curbs. Peter Muller back to 10th after that fast repair. And Meta pits from the race lead, Bryan. We could essentially call him the champion-elect, but he pits with 25 seconds ahead of Matt Mosby and 9 minutes left in the race.
Yeah, and about a 23-second pit time, so I think he's going to come maybe right out behind Mosby.
As Mosby in second, third is Flores. Those are the only two cars yet to pit. Highest mover, biggest mover, Tony Flores up 7. Matt Mosby up 6. Biggest loser, Kevin Boland down 7. Mosby pits as well. Meta is out, and no contest for the race lead as he just exits the pit lane, crosses the official line, and Lambert hasn't even gotten to turn 1 yet. 15.5 seconds for the race lead. As Rodriguez up to 3rd, Mosby and Flores, they are still stationary in the pit lane, so Kingsbury gets by both of them. Where is Darius Timms? Oh, they'll be racing on exit here. With Flores and Mosby. Mosby beats Flores out through the right. Once they get by the pit exit line, they're good to go full speed, no pit limiter. Don't drop a right side on the grass like Mosby does. Mosby stays ahead. They are 6th and 7th. Clinton Funk 13th off the lead lap ahead of these guys. So everybody's pitted.
Oof.
Darius Timms up 7 is the biggest mover. Biggest loser still, Kevin Boland down 7. It's been such a fun season. So many ups and downs and twists and turns, and Flores and Mosby battling for 6th. It doesn't matter what position it's for, Bryan, whether it's for the lead or for last, like we saw earlier. Between Funk and Boland, the racing is furious.
Yeah. I don't think these two are going to be happy that Clinton Funk is right there.
As looking through the field, this, I think, is the closest battle we have. Mosby to the inside on Funk. And they'll be side by side. So if you're Tony Flores, who do you stay behind to get the slipstream? That answers the question. Funk gets out of the way. These two battling for a position.
Funk's on a blue flag. You shouldn't be behind Funk.
Flores slipstreaming on Mosby. Mosby defends, driver's left. Flores way out to driver's right, onto the paint lines. Into the first corner. Mosby spins in front of Flores, but Flores avoids. And Mosby backs up into traffic. No contact with anybody, but loses some places.
Unfortunate.
It's easy to do. Let's take a second look. Clip the curb. Too much speed. When you're, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but my mentality is when I'm racing, it's so easy, right, to be so focused on defending the spot and be the last of the late breakers that you just kind of forget to brake, and around you go.
Yeah, a little bit.
And Peter Muller up to 7th. Matt Mosby in the 8th position. And gap is now 16 seconds from Meta to Lambert. Unofficially 4 laps to go. We are being tracked at 29 laps as we begin lap number 26. Boland and Prue. This is not for position. Boland's off the lead lap. I don't think Mosby and Lindgren are done battling. It's 8th and 9th now after Mosby's spin. But Peter Muller and Tony Flores battling for 6th, Brian. I suspect that something will happen here. Peter Muller started 2nd. Has the pace. Funk stays out of the way of Mosby and Lindgren. And Muller, last time around, was half a second up on Flores. Through the center S.
Don't want to get too pushy through here.
These Porsches are rigid from what I see.
He's coming out in an optimal spot. He might be able to get something by the end of this straightaway.
Slipstreaming down the straight to Interlagos. No move done yet for the 6th spot from Muller to Flores. Closest battle we have on track is this battle between these two. Both have had issues tonight, both recovering as best as they can. And Muller was half a second up on Flores that last time around. Flores all the way across the curbs. Some curbs are more raised than others, Brian, and you could take a risk and play the game, and others, you can't even look at them the wrong way.
This track doesn't have 3D curbs yet.
Muller nudges Flores in the braking zone. He stops and lets him go. Good sportsmanship for the 972.
You can really eat these curbs. They're not 3D yet.
All I know about 3D curbs is at Hell in Norway, when you hit the curb on the Logitech wheel, not a sponsor, the serrated, it just chatters the wheel. It's an awful noise. If anyone has raced that track, they'll know what noise I'm talking about. It's awful. We begin lap 27. Well, we began lap 27 a while ago. Aiden Meta continues to gap Brandon Lambert.
We got to get you a direct drive sponsor.
What?
We got to get you a direct drive sponsor.
I'll take that. I've been on a Logitech wheel for nearly 20 years. It's good. I just got new pedals. The pedals are great, but I definitely would enjoy.
We can get you the new Logitech as a sponsor.
Listen, pull some strings. I believe in you. I think we had a car tumble down the order, but I didn't catch who it was. Apologies for that.
It was Clinton Funk.
Oh, no. What did you do? In Ferradura. Spinning it.
I think Matt Mosby also had an issue.
This is the same one
from before. Yep. So, yeah, it was Clinton Funk. He fell all the way down the order. Only behind Warwest now. Warwest still racing. 7 laps back.
I was going to say he was the biggest loser because I thought that he was completely out of the race, but he is not because he's still on track. 2 to go up front for Aiden Meta in the 921. Just a reminder, the championships do hang in the balance here. Unofficially, oh no, Clinton, what did you do? He spun again. And also, Aiden Meta nearly spun in turn 1. He's doing that same thing that I talked about last week, pushing the car, bouncing it over the curbs. Roll it, you might have to do professionally. Roll it a pinch back on this camera if you can. Oh, look at this. So this is a replay in turn 1. Hopefully it'll give us a good angle. But he hits the curb.
Oh, yeah.
You don't normally drive that car like that when you have a 17-second lead, and he's still pushing for every bit. Championships still hang in the balance, technically. Aiden Meta, Brandon Lambert, and Raymond Rodriguez and Scott Lindgren, but it's looking really good. I think, well, definitely Raymond Rodriguez, but I'm curious to see what will happen in the overall. With Meta missing 3 weeks and winning this race, we will just have to wait and see. Unofficially, I would call...
who is around in the back?
One in the back.
Tucker Lindgren.
And that's why I didn't see it, because I was in replay. I'm really good at what I do. Tucker spins it and loses some places.
And Mosby, Melanie. Real happy about that.
Melanie moves up to
That was a
9th.
double spin for Clinton Funk and a spin for Clinton was not
spun
involved.
again. Turn 4. Oh!
Clinton.
Where are you going, kid?
Hold it together. Tucker.
Same thing. Lost the rear.
Yep. Just lost the rear.
We're on the white flag here. Tony Flores, Muller, and Flores, they are dueling away, coming to the white flag. I wish we could take a look at the leader, but we can't. These guys, Flores inside, outside is Muller. Muller should have the momentum down to the first corner. Aiden Meta by 17 seconds, still has half a lap to go. We take a look still at this battle for 6th between Flores and Muller. They touch on the straightaway, down the front straightaway, battling for 6th. Will they touch again? Muller edges ahead, but Flores deep on the brakes, closes the door. But Muller over, under, and they touch, and Muller spins again. Up front. Aiden Meta has had an incredible season. If he holds it together for 3 more corners, it will be 7 wins out of 7 races. The championship undetermined as of now. We will see in a couple of moments' time. But when I talk about Kieran Lifflander and I talk about Evan McFarland, watching perfection, watching incredible racing on the rallycross side of these things, I now have to throw Aiden Meta into this conversation. It has been 7 races that he has attended out of 10 this season, battling for the championship despite missing those races, and it is lucky number 7 for 7. Aiden Meta dominates again and wins in Interlagos. Unsure on the championship, we will just have to wait and see as Brandon Lambert will cross the line in second. He has run all 10 races, no wins this season, but consistency has helped him potentially win this championship. But Mr. Bryan Sawyer, one guy that I can guarantee will win the championship will be Raymond Rodriguez. 3rd on the overall podium, a class victory in AM, and the 2nd consecutive AM Class Championship for Move Over at Speedy Time. Kingsbury 4th. Tim's top 5, incredible for the Canadian. Flores, Mosby, Muller, Prue, Lindgren.
Oh, there, one's a lap off, I think.
Yes, I almost called that Ware was surging ahead of Muller, but there was no pass for position. Lindgren in the 10th spot. Sohn, Tucker Lindgren, Boland Funk, and Werwis. That was... I didn't expect how this race transpired, but it has been an interesting event. So let's take a look as everybody finishing up. Who do we have left? Aiden Meta on his victory lap. Clinton Funk will be the final car. Meta wins. Lambert 2nd. Rodriguez, Kingsbury, Tim's the top 5. Flores, Mosby, Prue, Lindgren, Sohn, Lindgren, Boland, Funk, and Werwis. Now, our podiums, Meta, Lambert, Rodriguez overall. Our AM Class podium, Rodriguez, Melanie Prue, and Scott Lindgren. So Lindgren on the podium. But it's going to be interesting to see how those points will unravel. Melanie Prue, P2 in class. Great run for her. As we take a look at Aiden Meta celebrating. I thought he was going to do... Nope, he's going to burn it down on the front straightaway. Try to, at least, in the 921. Showed up for that first week. I think it was Imola. It was week 2 that he showed up, decimated the field, and I thought, oh boy, is this going to be something if he could show up for all these races. And the 921 gets it done. 7 for 7 in this SimCAR season. And don't go away just yet. I know we normally wrap up and say good evening, good night, good whatever it may be, but we've got a little post-race show for us on ASN TV. We're going to have a conversation with both of our champions before we say goodnight for the evening and the season.
You ready?
It's whatever you're ready for, Mr. Sawyer. I am
I think
ready when you are.
we're good.
Let's see.
Wait for the syncing button to say it's done syncing.
Welcome to
I
live
got
production.
points loaded in.
If you have points loaded, let's do this. Let's pull.
Thinking it's sweet time.
I was going to say, do you want to pull up both of our interviews and do the official championship bit?
Wait a second.
Give it a
Wait
second.
We gotta know.
We've got Meta and Rodriguez in the media pen, awaiting us for conversation. I will go ahead. I will move.
Let's see. Is it done yet?
Is it ready?
It's done.
Wow. Okay. So, you've got points. Here's what we'll do. I'll handle the interview with Aiden, and you get a very special interview with Ray. So let's start. Aiden Meta. It's Josh and Bryan.
I'm not ready, Josh.
You're not ready? No, we're just kidding. We're not ready. I jumped the gun. I'm so excited.
I don't
I'm so
know
excited.
what you're doing.
What am I doing? I'm trying to have an interview, Bryan, and I'm not paying attention to what you are doing. Hold on, Aiden. I'm really good at my job.
Nowhere near ready.
Welcome to
Nowhere
live
near
production.
ready for you.
Nowhere near. Okay, I have to kick you out. Unless he's ready now. I don't know.
No. I
He's
thought
not
we were
ready.
reading points.
No, Bryan. We're doing points live with the people in the interview, Bryan. That's what we're going to do.
That's not what we're set up for, so that's just doing what he wants.
You want to do points? I will take a drink of water. That's fine.
Sure.
Go ahead, Bryan.
Now that you've gone and all. Hey.
I do what I want. Go ahead, take it away.
All right. Overall standings coming out of this season. Aiden Meta wins the overall classification, 210 points to Brandon Lambert's 204. Matt Kingsbury takes P3 from Matt Mosby, 176 to 174. Ray Rodriguez holds on to P5 over Scott Lindgren. Anthony Flores, Darius Timms, Tucker Lindgren down one. Darius Timms up one. Kevin Boland 10th. We're going to read a few more names just because we have all the data. Brian Sohn up one. Warwas up one. Cosgrove down two. Hasn't been around for a little bit. Logan Grado holds on the 14th. Melanie Prue up 6 positions.
15th.
Right to top 15. John Marshbanks down one. Kevin Fanning, Kenneth Ingersoll, Marwan Mafta, Josh Sussy, Aaron Lifflander, Alexander Funk, Zachary Goddard, Daniel Coletta, Tanner Prater, Moeller, Palmer, Lindy, me, Abaratus, Josh, Doyle, Pascucci, Quint, Garcia, Kingsbury, McFarlane, Stoltz, Warren Roloff, Cameron Gilson, Jonathan Harris, Eric Dubois, Kurtley, Lunan, Jordan, Forrest, Archer, Williams, Seymour, and Lindgren for 50 drivers.
A few cars that signed up and did not race, so 44 at least score points. That's awesome. Huge grids this season.
Go look at the AM standings. Ray Rodriguez holds on over Scott Lindgren, 252 points to 242. Brian Sohn 170, Tucker Lindgren 164, Warwas 156, Alexander Funk up 1, Melanie Prue up 2, I can't read, Marwan Mafta, Josh Sussy, Daniel Coletta, top 10 in AM. Let's get a few more AMs because I'm 11th. That's Joe Pascucci in 11th. Christos Abaradas, Kevin Garcia, Karsten Quint, Stoltz, Gilson, Harris, Dubois, Kurtley, Lunan, Forrest, Archer, Williams, Seymour, Cartwright, and a blank space.
Mystery driver.
Mystery driver.
Are we ready now?
Well, no. We're still going. We're going to the team. You want to do this?
I'm so not used to doing the teams. Go ahead with teams. Go ahead with teams.
Well, no. We'll do the interview. I gotta figure out where I haven't done interviews. So it's B. I think it's B.
I don't know. We're figuring it out. Brian's figuring it out live. We've got
It's been a while, man.
Aiden joining us. I don't know if we'll hang out and see. I will tell you whether we're on air or off air, Aiden. You have had an incredible season. 7 for 7. Champion, my friend. Are we ready, Bryan?
Sure.
Sure. You can't say that. That is very unsure.
If Aiden could give me a sound check.
Hello, hello. How are we?
I think we're good.
Terrific. Mr. Meta, you have had, is it Meta or Meta? Have I been saying that wrong the entire season?
It's Meta.
Meta. Got it. Sweet. All right. So I want to congratulate you not only on the championship, but the way you did it, right? Every week you showed up, only 7 weeks out of the 10, you obliterated the competition. We had a little conversation on Discord last week about, I pointed out that you were pushing the car and driving for all it's worth, despite having these massive advantages. So the floor is yours. Talk me through your season, your race, how you've, I guess, prepared to get to this moment, whatever you want, my friend. It has been incredible to watch you this season.
Well, first of all, thank you very much. Yeah, it's been fun. I started from basically zero at the start of the season with as far as knowing this car. I drove it the week it came out and then never again. So, yeah, I came into this league basically for a challenge to try and learn the car, and that's been a lot more enjoyable than I expected. I still hate the car, but like I think everybody else does too, so that's fine. But it's still been a super great challenge and super fun experience, both learning the car and also just meeting all the great people here at NASA slash SimCAR. And I mean, yeah, I didn't plan on making it only to 7 of the 10, but well, I mean, so the first one I was not even signed up yet because behind the scenes here, Carter Gosh is the man who actually convinced me to join the league. And he asked before Spa, and I was like, no, I hate the P Cup. And then he asked again after Spa, and I was like, what the heck? Let's try it out. Long Beach, I knew I was going to miss because of just some work stuff. And then the big surprise was Bathurst, a surprise trip to Connecticut, which we can actually blame Bryan Sawyer on, or excuse me, we can blame Ray Kingsbury for me missing that race. So everybody,
All race fault.
yes, exactly. But other than that, yeah, it's been a very interesting challenge. And I mean, there's tons of fast guys in this league, lots of great talent. It's a great place to race.
That just means we have to get you signed up and run some rallycross. I talked about it on the closing lap that the stuff that I've watched with you this season rivals what Evan and Kieran have done on the rallycross side. So no pressure or anything. But who would you like to thank for an incredible season? A partial season that gives you a championship. Incredible. 7 for 7. I can't get over it. That's wild.
Well, I mean, about the rallycross thing, I've actually been asked that a couple times, and my answer is that as soon as I get a round wheel, I'll totally give it a try. Um, I've tried it with the Formula wheel, and I nearly broke my wrists, so I'm gonna hold off on that. But yeah, I totally give it a try as soon as I get a round wheel. And as for the championship, first of all, thanking goes to you guys and Ray and Brandon for setting everything up. They've done a great job. You've done a great job all season. Then secondly goes to Carter and Matt for kind of egging me to get into the league. And then third of all goes to my teammates at Team Alta, specifically Joop de Vos for setup and a bit of driving advice over the season. And
All right, my friend.
yeah, that's pretty much it.
Impressive to watch every single week, pushing the car like you're on a qualifying lap. And I think to myself, if you slow down, is it going to be like Ayrton Senna in '88 in Monaco when you slow down then you crash? Is the thought process I was having, but
It's usually how it goes.
yeah, that's what I've learned. Great season, great drive, and hopefully, of course, we see you in Rallycross. But if not, will we see you in Grand Am in a month or so?
Yeah, so I was planning on taking part in that. I know for a fact that I'm most likely not I'm probably miss about half the races between not owning all the content, and I'll be away for about 3 weeks in August. So I know for sure I'm not going to make every race that season, but I'm still looking forward to driving the races that I can do, because I really need to relearn the GT3s after the update.
My favorite thing is you're going to show up and spoil the party for all the series regulars. It's going to be phenomenal to watch. Great season, my friend. Great championship. We'll see you
Thank you
next
very
season.
much. Absolutely. Have a great night, both of you.
You too. All right, Mr. Sawyer. This one's all yours.
Ray,
What's up?
congratulations. P3
Thanks.
on the night, P1 overall in the championship. How are you feeling about this whole season and your run?
I thought my run wasn't going to be that great because this car was fighting it with everything under steer. I was just surprised that at the start I got that jump. I was even talking to Scott and I was like, "What happened?" Because I swear you and Tucker were going to beat me in the start because you always beat me in the starts, and it happened the other way around. But overall, good race. The season surprise after the first race, I then didn't went good that first race, but I didn't expect it to run this car as I did.
Yeah, I think this race you start at sixth right behind Scott, and then maybe a quarter lap later you're in third and Scott's down in 10th. I mean, what are you feeling right then? You're like, okay, well that's who I have to beat tonight.
I was
hold
not.
on to the car. You weren't even thinking about it?
No, I was afraid I'm gonna spin this car. So I was
Well,
like,
you did.
know,
Definitely didn't spin it tonight, so good job. I think you got another trophy coming your way. And who would you like to thank for your championship run this season?
my fiance Kimberly, definitely, she's been supporting on everything. My friends and family that always ask how I'm doing these races. My team, who over Speedy Time, Eric, thanks for always supporting me in the races that you can make it. Bryan as well, helping me practice wherever he can, and keep saying on to the next one.
Congratulations once again, and I'm sure we'll see you in Grand Am in a few weeks.
Yep, that's gonna be fun. Now that I'm definitely been pushed to pro, no question.
Yeah, I would say 2 in a row. It's time for pro.
That's gonna be fun.
All right, man. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Since I don't know the order of my own shows, we already went over points and we had our interviews. And
well, we wanted to go over at least the points just to confirm who we were going to be talking to.
That's fair.
All
let's.
right. I got team points.
Go ahead.
Teams. Let's hit the team points, and then we'll get out here. KLR Pink Fury 348 points, securing their win over Penguin RC Simulation with 323. Silverback, Lime Tree, and Shift E-Racing are next. Shift E-Racing notably up to
Look
over
at that P5 for them.
Points, yeah. One heck of a push on the final race. Solpec 8th, Quaka 9th, TWRS. I don't know if there's another page. There is. Grassroots Racing, Panda Spec Motorsports, JC Sim Sport, Sequential, Channel 199, 75, Sim Sports, No Control, and Lurking. Lurking made an appearance.
I just want to
give a little highlight.
Real quick. Darius Timms, 0 practice, P5. That's what you just said in Discord.
0 practice, P5. We'll give a shout out to all the drivers on KLR Pink Fury. That's Logan Grado. 3 starts, 1 win. I think in class, right?
No, I
yeah,
think
Logan Grado won a race.
Bathurst.
Yeah, he won a race. Yeah. 2 podiums, 2 top 5s. Matt Mosby came to all races, 1 podium, 3 top 5s. Kevin Boland, 8 starts. Kieran Lifflander, 5 starts, 2 podiums, 2 top 5s. Those guys put it together, 348 points.
That doesn't tell the story about KLR when they ran at Bathurst and all of them crashed in one way, shape, or form. And Kieran, they still had a podium sweep. It was a phenomenal season for them. And I say this all the time on the rallycross side, Bryan, but to see KLR grow and even grow out of the dirt road and come to the road side of the sim and have a great team and put it all together, great to see. Take us through upcoming programming, and I'll hit sponsors, we'll hit final thoughts, and get out of here.
Sounds good. Coming up this week, we just finished SimCAR at Interlagos. So this Sunday night's our next race. Hell for the final race of the June season for NASA Rallycross Lights at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I can't read. I'm falling asleep here. NASA Pro 4 Challenge returns Tuesday at Wild West. Memorial Light, and then Crosscar returns on the 7th for Daytona. Good times. We'll be here.
9 o'clock Eastern Time, most days for our streams. Also, just a reminder, ASN TV and NASA will be on location for the Sim Gaming Expo in September. Why? It's in September. It's a long time away. SimGamingExpo.com. Make sure you get your tickets now. It's going to be super fun. September 18th through the 20th in Schaumburg, Illinois.
A long time away, but when you're planning travel, it's a lot.
Absolutely. For the entire season of the SimCAR Porsche Cup on ASN TV, it has been brought to you by Penguin RC Simulation. Trusted by racers for their unbeatable support, rock-solid product guarantees, and high-performance sim gear. When you want equipment you can rely on lap after lap, Penguin RC Simulation delivers every time and is proud to present the Penguin RC Simulation Drivers' Championship to Aiden Meta and Raymond Rodriguez. Also by Lambert Designs, the official graphics partner for SimCAR. From promotional materials to custom paint liveries, Lambert Designs has it all. For more information, join the NASA Discord, words are hard, and contact Brandon Lambert. And finally, by Whiplash SimCams, bringing you every angle, every lap, no matter the track, car, or series. Visit facebook.com/WSimCams. And thank you to Andrew Cardinale IV for camera support all season. If you like what you have seen tonight and all season on ASN TV, be sure to like and subscribe to us across the social media algorithmic poison at ASN TV USA, except for Twitter. You'll have the underscores in there. And also Threads, but Bryan hasn't updated the graphic because I did it and surprised him. If you'd like your
Threads
content...
is the same as Instagram.
It's all... Oh, well,
The
I don't...
same thing.
I'm a boomer who doesn't know social media. If you would like your content broadcasted, asnTVUSA.com. Always looking for more opportunities. And if you'd like to join us on track, no matter if it's Porsche Cup or Grand Am with our friends here at SimCAR, or with NASA, with Rallycross, Crosscar, Stage Rally, or the Pro 4 trucks, NASASimRacing.com. You can bring us an idea, and we will have a fun time with it either way. Mr. Sawyer, give me a final thought.
Final thought. Great season. Dominant run by Aiden Meta. Glad my teammate won AM. Let's get out of here, Josh. I got a soccer game to watch.
I normally would blab and sync it up beautifully to the outro music, but ladies and gentlemen, it has been a very long day. So the checkered flag has fallen on the season here at Interlagos. On behalf of our entire production staff, my name is Josh Mertz. I want to personally thank Ray Kingsbury, Alex Larson, Josh Darnell, filling in for us throughout the season. Thanks for joining us for tonight's coverage of the SimCAR Porsche Cup. Congratulations to our champions, Aiden Meta and Raymond Rodriguez, along with our race winners, Aiden Meta and Raymond Rodriguez. Be sure to join us for Sunday Night Lights in Hell. SimCAR's back July 30th at Road America. But until then, so long, everyone.